What is going on, and welcome back to the channel. So you guys had been wanting it, and I've been wanting to do it, actually doing some spirited driving with the 05, which is a little dark over there, so you're not really going to be able to see it. But along with me, Matt decided to come out also. So I wanted to bring the 05 out a lot sooner than we actually did to do some spirited driving. But when you rebuild a car, you got to rebuild trust with the car, because you don't quite know if it's going to start throwing you some weird problems or anything like that. So now that I started to trust the car a little bit more, we're actually out here playing with it. I've been wanting to play with this car since we actually got it tuned, rebuilt. I went through like the head brake. I didn't have to brake in the heads, but I wanted to. Dude, that's like stupid bright out here, and my bald, look at that, I got like a 10 head right there. But now that we're out here, I'm having so much fun with the car. The DAMD steering wheel, which I'll give you guys like a quick recap on, because some of you guys did want to see that again. I'll show you guys the wheel, because I have been a little bit bad about showing you guys the actual steering wheel. But look at the view behind us. Look at the mountains, the fields and whatnot. It's awesome. So we've already done one run. I wanted to do the intro over here, like away from people, out in nature, where it's nice, quiet, not like cars passing by or anything like that. I have already noticed a couple things with the car, which you guys are going to see in this driving clip right here. I led the first time out here, and then Matt's going to lead back on the way back. It's kind of like a toge run style. We're trying to keep up with each other the best we can. There's a couple general rules that we're following when we go out and do these spirited runs. Is if we see cars, no matter how far away they are, we follow speed limit. We don't speed, we don't do anything like that. If there's people on the side of the road, we don't do anything stupid. If we can't see around a corner, we don't do anything stupid. If we have full visual and we can verify and see that no one's around us, full send, and we're doing some spirited driving out here. But on the first run out here, the rear of the car sits so low, it is just chewing up the tires right now. So when we get the car back to the garage, I do need to raise the rear end probably about 1/4 of an inch to, I don't know, probably about 1/4 of an inch. That'll be fine. But I've already chewed up the rear tires a decent amount. But let's get in the car, let's go drive a little bit. Well, I've already driven a little bit, so here you go, and we're gonna go drive some more. So I'm guessing the first couple miles we're gonna have a little bit of traffic, as we normally do, but once we get far enough out there, it should like die out and there shouldn't be too many people. I do have to say, these Michelin tires though are holding up fantastic. We got a nice straightaway here. Should we do it? We're gonna do it. Woohoo! Full chooch in this bad boy is, no, that wasn't even full chooch, but that felt pretty good. That was a good warm up. That was a good warm up there. We're probably gonna stop a couple times to let the car cool down as we're out here going through this stuff. We got a little bit of water on the road right there. I can definitely feel it rubbing on tires pretty well. I can hear it too. Let her cool down for a sec. Should probably get an oil cooler on this car. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Plus, I'm trying to be cautious of any other drivers that might be up here. There's also a 1-lane bridge up here that we gotta cross. Yep, see, here's all the people. Road closed ahead in 7.5 miles. Oh, we got plenty of miles then. Look at those mountains, baby. Alright, we're coming up on the turnaround spot. We'll kick it for a sec, I'm gonna let the car cool down, let it idle, and then we'll hop back on the road. We're about to head back out. You have no idea how difficult it was to get this camera angle. I really hope that it's focused on me because I have no idea. But Matt, ready when you are. We definitely need some suspension and chassis bracing, just as I thought though. Tires, I'll show you guys the tires when we get back, but they're like chewed up. Good. You definitely got to be like precise with throttle input with this thing, because if you just mash the throttle, it is going to get into boost, and it is not going to forgive anything. Matt seems like he's just going a little leisurely. He's braking. That was a weird noise. Do you have to like calculate every bump in the road to avoid it? Ah, tires, I'm so sorry. Ah. Ah. We're gonna do oh, there's a hill right there though. Fuck it, we'll catch up to Matt. Oh, baby! That was Angry Bees. That was full PSIs. That actually threw me back in my seat, dude. A little more modification and I think we'd have this thing where we want it. I think there's people camping out here. They're either camping out here or living out here. I'm not entirely sure. Could be both. I will say this DAMD wheel is superb for spirited driving. The thumb grips on it, I didn't think I'd ever use it when daily driving, but like when you're actually getting on the car and you need something like grippy to hold on to, the steering wheel definitely does the job. See if I can get like super close up on Matt. Come on, Matt, come on. Give Chewy the beans. Bro, you can see everything ahead. Just go for it. There you go. Oh, dude, freshly paved road. Oh my goodness, dude, the bumps. Ooh, I was able to avoid one of them. So I will say for daily driving on like nicely paved roads, suspension's just fine. Take it up to any type of like canyon, mountain, anything like that, no, 100% no. Okay, now we're getting back to where all the people are. 100% for the street on nicely paved roads, suspension and height of where it's at, totally fine. But if you want to use the car for any type of spirited driving like this, no, it's got to get raised. We'll do like a little cool down area right here. I will say though, this FP Black gets into boost crazy quick. I absolutely love it. I was expecting a lot more lag when coming out here to doing some like spirited drives. Wow, dude, our coolant temps didn't even get over 183. We hit 21 PSI, 100% throttle. Nice, I'm happy with it. Car responds extremely well. The heads are a little bit noisy, but at least this time we know that noise is just from the cams and everything else. Aside from that, it's friggin' killing it, you guys.
Yeah.
We ain't going. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah! What is Matt doing? Matt, go. This is the best part. There you go. Actually, this seems a little bit better than what we were just doing. See if I can egg him on to go. Come on. I'm gonna stay right on you. Come on. Ooh, that was a bad one. Ah! Ah! Ah, I saw it and I didn't even try to avoid it. I just took it like a champ. Ah. All right, let me be straight up with you guys. Little recap. The weaknesses I find on the car are obviously the scraping right there. Aside from that, there is some understeer on the car. I can feel it. I can definitely feel the understeer happening. That's easily fixable. We'll just toss in probably a 24 millimeter rear sway bar. That should help correct that issue. We'll do a little bit of chassis bracing. One thing that I really want in this car is an oil pressure and oil temperature gauge, just so that way we can be monitoring that, because oil pressure is arguably the most important thing to monitor. Unfortunately, STIs across any generation just don't have an oil pressure sensor built into them. So we'll probably get... Not cool. We'll probably get a Defi or something along those lines. We'll let the car like cool down as we're cruising through here. Aside from that, though, the car felt fantastic. Felt incredible, felt amazing. Like I said, bump up the rear a little bit, probably 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. 24 millimeter rear sway bar, some... All right, Matt. Some 24, what was I even just saying? A 24 millimeter rear sway bar, some rear end links. That should get the suspension to where I really want it. We'll do a little bit of chassis bracing, maybe a U-brace up front, something along those lines. That's very courteous of you to just let us pass Toyota. Something along those lines, just to help stiffen up everything a little bit more to where we want it. And from there, I mean, we're not even going the speed limit right now. I think Matt's gonna do another pull. But that should pretty much get us to where we want the car. From there, I think it'll be perfect. And this window seal, don't let me forget that. But I think all around, this car would do plenty well in like autocross, time attack, spirited driving like this. It did incredible today. Like, I'm extremely happy with it. We had no mechanical issues, aside from low suspension, but I've said that way too many times now. I can definitely tell When oil temp does start to get up there a little bit, I can definitely hear that the heads get a little bit noisier. Once oil temp comes down, they quiet down a little bit. So I think swapping over to a different kind of oil aside from Motul might be something that we do. Maybe swap over. Matt just put some 300V in his car, so maybe we swap over to that. But let's get back to our meeting spot. Matt and I are gonna dismantle all of these GoPros off the cars. Then we'll head back down to the garage. All right, so back down in ye old garage with ye old turd right here. Driving the 05 STI up in the mountains, actually getting on that car, blast. Had a blast today. It did exploit the weaknesses and the flaws in the car, which need to be addressed. I think the biggest thing that came to light with like actually pushing that car was oil temp. So as oil temp would increase, the volume of which the engine noise, I guess you could call it, increased significantly. So getting an oil cooler on that car is definitely something that we're gonna have to do here in the near future if we're gonna continue to do spirited driving like that. Obviously raise up the rear suspension a little bit, a rear sway bar, some rear end links, and obviously oil temp, oil pressure gauges in the car, so that way we can actually monitor everything. But I think once that's done, mechanically speaking, the car will be solid at that point to actually go enjoy it up in the mountains without having to worry about anything, without having to let the car cool down for an excessive amount of time and things like that. But I had fun today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know you guys were wanting a spirited driving video in the 05. Coming up here soon, I have to do an engine build up at the mod garage in the next week. So you guys are gonna get another teardown video and rebuilding another block of another STI. This one, we're starting to go through all the spaghetti in there. So we're tearing apart the wiring harnesses, seeing what sensors we can delete, what we can get rid of, and what we're keeping in that stock wiring harness. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys in this one. So if you like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead, hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, cyan, whatever color it turns for you. And color of the day today is mango. I actually don't know if mango is a color. It might just be a fruit.
I'll take it.
But I'm gonna go with it. Mango is the color of the day. And with that, actually, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit your boy up, because our EG33 comes back for this car next week, so that way we can actually get started on the 6-cylinder build. But with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies.